Hey guys, how you doing? I'm on the World of Tanks website here. They have a page where you can have a detailed look at the upcoming new crew skill changes. What they call an interactive image. Distribute skill points in the table to see the resulting bonuses to technical characteristics. You can also choose up to 4 instructors to increase the level of certain skills. You can choose your skills, you can click these boxes and see exactly what these crew changes are, how they're going to change the game. Now, I've already done a general video on this where we watched Wargaming's promo vid. Now, my opinion was that the game is going to be drastically changed. There are going to be more extreme outcomes. It's really going to favor people that have highly trained commanders. But that was my general opinion. In this video, I'm going to go through all the different crew skills. And on this page, it's very interesting because you can go through them and you can make different builds and see how they'll affect your characteristics in the game. So let's just get right into it here. As I just read here, in the interactive image, you can distribute the points and see how they affect your skills. You get one commander that has 75 points. The available skill points is 75. And then you have these instructors. Let's just work on the commander skills to start. And they've got different categories. They have tactical training, gunnery training, technical training, driver training, and operational training. Let's just start at the top here and look at the very first one. Quick reaction. This is one of the new skills. For 10 seconds after spotting an enemy, the player aiming time is reduced by 0.75% per skill point invested. The timer is reset each time a new enemy is spotted. So you can train your commander in this. Let's just do that. You can, on this website, interactively click it in here. So our commander now has 10 points on this quick reaction skill. And what does that do? It decreases your aiming time by 7.5%. Okay, that's interesting. That's a new skill. Next one, eyes open. The maximum view range is increased by 0.4% per skill point invested. All right, per skill point invested. I'm not speaking very well today, guys, but bear with me. We're going to go through it. This is like a combination of situational awareness and recon. Okay, so you can train your commander in that. Let's just go through them here. Coherence. Vehicle handling is increased by 0.5% per skill point invested. The effect is removed while any crew member is stunned or injured. Okay, so you can do that. What does this one do? This one increases the vehicle handling 5%. Now, we've trained 3 in this tactical training category, so that unlocks these 2 other ones. But let's just go through them here. Each enemy damaged by the player and that leaves their vision field within 30 seconds after taking damage remains visible for 0.2 seconds longer per skill point. So this is kind of like a skill that we already had. I can't remember what it was called. The one that keeps people lit for 2 seconds. But now you have to damage them. So target visibility when it no longer spotted is increased by 2 seconds. But now each enemy damaged by the player, you have to damage them for them to remain lit an extra 2 seconds. So that's a little bit different than what we had. I can't remember what the skill that we already had. Designated target, I think, which just means they stayed lit 2 seconds longer. But this one you actually have to damage them. So if you're a scout, you have to actually shoot them for them to be lit longer, which is actually that's worse. But anyway, next one. Rotationing. Rationing. Rotationing. In Canada, we say rotationing. The duration of any consumable cooldown after the first use is reduced by 3%. So you can train in that. And that'll give you consumable cooldown minus 30%. Now, I'm just clicking these to see what you'll get. But remember, you only get 75 points, and we've already used 50. Now, I probably would not go for the... Let's just decrease this one. What are we going to do here? Let's look at what they unlock. If you get 3 of them, let's get rid of this one. If you have 3 of these unlocked, you can choose one of these, whatever they're called, the bonus skills. And that's one of the things I noticed, is that this new system favors people that have progressed farther. So you must unlock 3 in one category. That's 30 points to get one of these. Okay, so you'll get Fighting Spirit if the amount of damage caused to the enemy team exceeds 50% of the base hit point of your vehicle. Vehicle handling is increased 2.5%. For each enemy you destroy, the effect stacks up to 7.5%. So your vehicle handling, by virtue of one skill, goes up 5%, and then with this bonus one goes up to 7.5%. So basically, if you're winning the game, right, or if you're doing well in the game, you get better. It's almost like it's designed to snowball defeat more quickly. What about this one? Team Spirit. If the amount of damage dealt with your assistance exceeds 75% of the total hit points of your vehicle, so if you do some good scouting at the beginning, the vehicle handling is increased by 2.5%. So once again, you can choose either Fighting Spirit. So if you're doing damage, you increase your handling 7.5%, or Team Spirit. If you're doing spawning, you increase your handling 7.5%. It's a way of accelerating victory. And this is what I've noticed with all of these crew skills. And we'll go through all of them. This might be a long video. But you can imagine that the guys that have 75-point commanders and can arrange, that can unlock these things, are going to have huge advantages. This is like the SEAL clubbing category, right? You're winning, you have a good commander, so why not give you an extra 7.5% handling? It's just, okay. All right, let's just decrease them here and go to the next category. It's going to favor more and more and more people that have highly trained commanders. And they're going to start selling commanders, guaranteed. But let's just go through them here. Gunnery Training. This one here. Vulnerability Expert. When using armor-piercing composite rigid, and high explosive anti-tank shells, the chance of dealing damage to the enemy, vehicles, modules, or crew is increased by 1% per skill point. Okay, well, that's fine. So if you train your commander up to 10, you get a 10% increase chance of doing module damage. All right, fine. Fast aiming. The aiming time of a stationary vehicle is reduced by 0.25% per skill point invested. So if you get up to 10 there, what is that? What effect? Aiming time down 2.5. So let's just, it's interesting here because the first one here, wasn't this one? Quick reaction, if you go that one and that one, all of a sudden your aim time is down 10%. That's interesting. Fast aiming, quick reaction. Everything's quicker, faster. All right, let's keep going. Klaus, hold it together. Let's keep going. Adrenaline rush. Reload time is reduced by 7% when your vehicle's durability is reduced by X%, where X is increased by 5% per skill point invested. I see. Okay, so it's better to go all the way up to 10, not reduced by, reduced to. So if your vehicle is reduced, if you invest 10 points there, your vehicle is reduced 50%. When your vehicle's HP is reduced to 50% of what it was, you get a 7% increase or a faster reload. Okay. Concentration. Concentrate. I need to concentrate. Damage dispersion relative to its base value is reduced by 0.5 per skill point. Okay, that one's straightforward. So if you invest 10 points there, your damage dispersion is down 5%. That's kind of a, why would you want that skill? That decreases your RNG, I guess, a little bit. So you can't, you'll low roll less, but you'll high roll less. So I don't know. That's kind of a dumb one. Smooth turret traverse. This is similar to smooth ride. Dispersion on turret or gun traverse is reduced by 0.75% per skill point invested. Does not affect dispersion during movement or hull traverse. Okay, so if you pick that, Dispersion and Tertiverse minus 7.5%. So there's a lot of choices here. And once you've got 3 of them in this category, what do you get? Rapid fire. After causing damage to an enemy by shooting, including critical damage, aiming time and dispersion during movement on hull and Tertiverse is reduced 10%. The effect ends in 5 seconds after the reload is complete. So it's another one of these, you know, it's a brawling skill, I guess. If you're brawling, you're, yeah, interesting. Or this one, clean shot. In 5 seconds after loading the gun, the lower limit of damage dispersion and the lower limit of armor penetration are increased. They already do this. This is already in the game secretly. This is what I've been talking about for half a year now, that I notice at the end of the game. You click that, you know, lower limit of damage penetration. You're gonna less likely to bounce. A lower limit of armor penetration. Lower limit of armor penetration, you're less likely to bounce. Lower limit of damage penetration, you're more likely to roll higher if you've got this great commander. I notice this at the end of the games now when you're losing or when you're winning. You know, when you're winning, you get the plus 10 when you're okay. Let's not get into conspiracy theory video here, but I think they've been maybe experimenting with these things already. Interesting. Okay, let's remove all this. Do you see where it's going here, guys? Whoever has the best build that gets the best tank and has a higher chance of winning. Like at the end here, right? You got more maneuverability. If you've done some good spotting or if you've done some good damage, you just get better. You snowball better. They're going to be more 2 and 3 minute games, right? You get off to a good start. You get a scout you get a wheeled vehicle that spots everyone in the first 10 seconds, and you happen to do a good amount of damage in the first minute of the game, and all of a sudden you have better handling. It's a snowball victory and snowball loss. But let's keep going. Technical training. Concealment reduces the overall vehicle visibility by 8% per skill point. Okay, that's fine. So you go 10 out of 10 there, and it's the camo skill, right? Concealment 80%. I thought the concealment skill now was 100%. So if your tank has 10% intrinsic concealment and you train your whole crew in concealment now, you go from 10 to 20. This one looks like it's going up 80. I don't know why. Probably because these are going to add more. All right. What's this one? Quick repair. So this is like the repair skill. If you get up to 10, you repair 80% faster. Yeah. Speeds up damage to module repair time 80%. That's fine. Pain threshold. The chance of a crew member injury is reduced by 1%, and the negative effect of the injury is reduced by 5%. Okay, so this is negative effect of crew injury minus 50%. So if you lose a crew member, you don't get penalized as much. That's fine. Firefighting, yeah, you know, similar to our firefighting skill. If you go that one all the way up to 10, you'll put out fires faster, speeds up fire extinguishing time 80%. Fine. I don't know if I'd pick that one. Safety measures. The number of hit points of internal modules is increased by 3%, and the negative effect of critical damage to them is reduced by 5%. This is all the hidden stuff that's already in the game. All your modules have a certain amount of hit points and this stuff, and except at the end of the game where you get module damaged all the time if you're losing, and you give module damage all the time if you're winning. Oh, conspiracy theory. Stop. Negative effect on critical damage to internal modules is decreased 50%. So this is kind of a safety training. But what are the bonus skills here? If you got at least 3 of these, I probably wouldn't choose this one. I wouldn't choose firefighting. Maybe this one. You have to pick 3 of them in order to get what? For 10 seconds after the Sixth Sense skill is triggered, stun duration is reduced by 10%. And chance of injury to crew members is reduced by 50%. Not so thrilled about that one. This might be good for slow, heavy tanks, Or you can choose this. Nerves of steel. Successfully blocking damage with armor reduces the vehicle's dispersion by 15% for 10 seconds. What the hell does that mean? If you block damage with your armor, then you reduce the vehicle's dispersion by 15% after... Oh, you can shoot more accurately if you block damage. That's interesting. All right, this is kind of a heavy tank category here, this technical training. But it's funny that they put concealment in this one, because most light tank players and medium tank players are going to choose concealment, but the rest of them might not be suitable for light or medium tanks. Okay, interesting. So you're going to choose concealment if you have a light tank, but you may not choose the rest of these things, which will make it harder to get 3 in other categories, right? So the one thing that's interesting is you only get 75 points. So when we read these, any individual one might seem a little overpowered, but you can't get all of them. You can only get some of them. So that is on the positive side, right? All right, driver training. Let's go through this. Pedal to the metal. Oh, that one sounds good. The vehicle's acceleration rate when moving forward or backwards in a straight line is increased by 0.5% per skill. Okay, so you can just, it's like turbo boost, right? No, turbo boost is actually equipment. You can also just train your commander in this, driver training, and your vehicle acceleration increases 5%. Faster. Why not go faster? Okay, what's the next one? Off-road driving. Reduces resistance on all types of terrain by point. This is the same as we have now. So if you go up to 10% there, terrain resistance is decreased 5%. Fine. What's this one? Clutch braking. We already have this one, so we don't have to spend a lot of time on these. This one lets your vehicle, for wheeled vehicles, increase the speed of wheels turning. Oh God, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute, they've added something. Hull traverse speed is increased by 0.5% per skill point used. For wheeled vehicles, increases the speed of wheels turning. So you can do a 180-degree turn at 55 G-force, no problem. Because we needed the wheeled vehicles to be more be more maneuverable. Okay, fine. What about this one? Smooth ride. We know what smooth ride is. Dispersion during movement or hull traverse is reduced by 0.4 per skill point. Does not affect dispersion or on turret or gun traverse. But during movement, yeah, this one here. We know what smooth ride is, right? Dispersion during movement and hull traverse is down 4%. This, the driver training is good. This is a wheeled vehicle line right here, right? Or light tank or medium. Medium tanks and light tanks are going to choose these. Let's go to the next one. Need for speed, because we need more speed, because we only had pedal to the metal, turbo boost, and now we need for speed. Reaching a speed of 40 kilometers per hour reduces gun dispersion. What? So if you drive faster, your gun dispersion is reduced. Okay. By 1% per skill point invested, does not affect dispersion on turret or gun traverse. Let's see what that one does. Let's see what that one does. Let's decrease all of these to 0. Sorry guys, just bear with me here. And you can fiddle with this website. At least it's good that you can look at all these things. So the need for speed, dispersion during movement and hull traverse is minus 10%. And that's when you're going 40 kilometers an hour or faster. Who comes up with this? So you're more accurate if you speed. It's like everything about this is making it more of a Mario Kart game. This is going to be the wheeled vehicle category here, right? And if you unlock 3 of these, let's just pick any 3. Pedal to the metal, probably smooth ride, because why not make them more accurate on the move, right? So you take these 3, And then you probably take concealment. Let's just leave that one. This is going to be a wheeled vehicle build here. So then once you unlock these 3 driver training skills, you get active recon. In 5 seconds after starting movement, reload time is reduced by 3%. And maximum view range is increased by 3%. The effect is reset upon stopping. Because we do not want you to stop. We want you to drive around like lunatics in wheeled vehicles. What the hell does that even mean? In 5 seconds after starting movement, your reload time is reduced. Because that makes sense, right? When you're in a tank, once you start driving forward, you can reload faster. In Russian tanks. All right. What does that do then? View range is increased. Gun reload time plus 3%. Reload time is reduced by 3%. Gun reload, well, it says plus 3%. It's reduced. The gun reload time is not increased 3%. It's reduced. All right, what about this one? Quick start. Vehicle acceleration and hull traverse speed are increased by 10%. Okay, let's keep going. Bear with me, guys. I hope you're still here. Operational training. Old guard. Every occurrence of taking damage or critical damage to internal modules or injury to crew members of your vehicle reduces the subsequent chance of repeating damage to them by point. Okay, so if you're an XP Pinata, if you're in a Type 5 Heavy and you're taking a lot of damage, you can do this and you'll have slightly less chance of taking damage to internal modules by 5%. What a waste of time that would be. Just get yourself a fast Need for Speed and a pedal to the metal tank. Heavy tank gameplay is dead, guys. This is my prediction. Heavy tank gameplay is dead. But let's keep going here. Intuition. Changes the shell type of a loaded gun 6% faster per skill point invested. Of a loaded. Intuition. Oh, of a loaded gun. Okay, not of if you're unloaded. So you must be loaded in the first. So if you have a APCR loaded and you say, boy, I'd like to have an HE shell, you click it, and if you train your crew up to, or your commander up to 10% there, speed of changing the shell type is 60%. So it doesn't happen automatically like it does now. It's 60% faster. So you still have a little bit of a reload there. I probably wouldn't choose any of these two. Let's just put them down. Well, let's leave them up here to unlock these guys. Group tactics. If at least one allied vehicle of the same type is less than 50 meters away from you, vehicle handling is increased. Because in Russia, that's how it works. When you are in traffic jam and vehicles are very close together, people drive faster and handling is increased. What the hell does that mean? So this means if you platoon with 2 other people and you drive really close together, you can handle your vehicle better. Let's pick that one. Yeah, there will be some people picking that one. Let's get rid of these ones. These ones are not that good, in my opinion. Okay, what's this one? Close combat. Ah, yes. If a functioning enemy vehicle is within 50 meters of yours, vehicle handling is increased. The more traffic, the more your handling is increased. Just like on Russian highway. All right, let's take this one. Who comes up with these things? This is all to just make it more of a shit show, Mario Kart thing. So now when you're all bunched close together, you can move around quicker. Now let's keep going. The last one here, ramming tactics. Increases the damage caused to an enemy vehicle by ramming. This is the same as we have now, isn't it? And reduces the damage taken by your vehicle when ramming by 2% per skill point invested. When your vehicle causes damage by ramming, reverse acceleration is increased by 2% for the next 10 seconds. So you can back up and ram them again! Just like on Russian highway. Road rage. Okay, so if you get 3 of these, we still have 5 skill points. Guys, you could actually build what I've just done here. This could be a build. You unlock Applied Medicine. Applied Medicine. Using a first aid kit increases vehicle handling by 10% for 20. What? It is applied medicine. In Russia, we apply medicine, increases your vehicle. In North America, you call these steroids. In Russia, we call it applied medicine. That's why we're not allowed to play in Olympic Games. Like, what? Who comes up with this? Using a first aid kit. You can use your first aid kit, and that will increase your vehicle handling. The cooldown of the first aid kit is increased by 30%. Okay. This is a Russian applied medicine. Stand still, Yuri. This won't hurt. Oh, you are faster and stronger now. Good luck. Okay. Or applied mechanics. Using a repair kit reduces the reload. If you use your repair kit, your gun reloads 7.5% faster. Do you know what people are going to do here, guys? People are going to drive to little undulations and little slopes and slide off sideways to damage their own tracks. Then they're going to platoon. 3 medium tanks are going to be. They're going to use the group tactic, so they have better handling, and they're going to stay close together, so they have better handling. And they're going to ram you and reverse, boom, 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 boom. And before they do that, they're going to just damage their own tracks slightly on a little slope. And when they get really close to you, they're going to use their repair kit so that they're even faster. It's going to be a shit show. Who comes up with this? What kind of ridiculous skill is this? We need to rework the skills. We need something interesting for the game. Yes, up till now we've had silly skills like repairing and concealment, shooting more accurately, and improving our vision. But we need something more. Let's see. How about we have a skill that when you repair your tracks, you can shoot more accurately. No, not more accurate. You can shoot faster. Using your repair kit reduces your reload time. Observation device has been knocked out. Let's repair our observation device. Oh, Yuri, we can shoot faster now. All right. What? It's ridiculous. Did you Wargaming? Did you pay someone to come up with these? Because I could do it for free. I could come up with better skills. What? If you repair your tracks, you increase your DPM by 7.5%. Why don't here? We'll have another category here. We'll call it the Klaus Kellerman skills. Number 1, your commander, the throwing the banana peel out the hatch, right? You train your crew, and when someone's chasing you, when a wheeled vehicle is chasing you, you can throw a banana peel out your hatch, and it'll land on the ground, and you run wah, like this, and if someone hits the banana, you go, right? It's ridiculous. You can have the 1 versus 1 combat skill, the Klaus Kellerman 1 versus 1 combat skill, that when 14 of your teammates die and the enemy's 14 of their enemy team dies, and it's 1 versus 1 at the end, an interface pops up on the screen and it says 1v1 Klaus Kellerman mode, and the counter starts, and the first player to enter his credit card in, enter the 12-digit, 11-digit credit card number, and approved, boop, he gets a 25% increase in DPM and a 30% increase in vehicle handling. And the other guy's screwed. Like, all right, let's finish the build. What would be the... Okay, this is a build. A vehicle vehicle build. Oh, and look what happens here. Well, plus you have the 4. What do these do? Oh, it increases it more. If you have the instructors, so this instructor, if I apply an instructor, I get more view range. Ah, that's why it's so you need the instructors to get to the view range boost we had before these crew skills happen. What about this one? My favorite, Snow Maiden. What does she do? Oh, aiming time. Okay, what about this one? Speed upon damage. Speed of the... Okay, she if you have an Asian Snow Maiden instructing your commander, he's going to be so excited and want to get out of this battle so fast to go see her afterwards in the barracks that he's going to increase the speed at which he repairs his modules. And this one here, what does she do? She increases the vehicle handling. She must sit in the passenger seat looking... Okay, let's not get out of hand. So this uses up all the available skill points, and this would be the result. And guys, all jokes aside, I urge you to check out... I'll leave a link for this page in the description of the video. And then you can fiddle with these and see, because there's... On the positive side, you only have 75 points, so you can't get all of this stuff, right? There's going to be lots of different combinations. One huge negative is that 75 points, I've just learned, 75 points is the equivalent of a 5-skill crew now. So if you have a crew that's trained in 5 skills, you will get a 75-point commander, and this will be like the maximum that you can build now. But what if you have an 8-skill crew? What if you have a 9-skill crew if you've been playing this game for 10 years? Well, then fuck you. You get 75 points. So there's going to be a lot of guys that and gals, I guess, that have crews, extreme crews. That's all out, that's down the toilet. No fun for you. The maximum you get is this, okay? Secondly, I don't see brothers in arms anywhere here. I don't see any brothers in arms, which was a 10% increase in all crew skills, which was huge. And everyone wanted brothers in arms. And in fact, a lot of the reward commanders, or the commanders that you got in some bundles when you bought premium tanks, came with brothers in arms crews, because that's a super important skill. It's not even on here. So what does that mean? That all the brothers in arms extra, the crews that we got with brothers in arms, that's all just no fun for you? It's gone? You have... What is that, like a Russian theft? No, it is not theft. If we stole your brothers in arms, then it would be theft. But we have taken all brothers in arms away, so it's not theft. What? What do you mean? Well, in Russia, if someone steals your car, then you have experienced theft, because you do not have a car and you have to walk, and everyone else has a car. But if we steal all your cars, if Communist Party takes away all cars to all people in city, then it is not theft, because now you must all walk and you are all equivalent. So that's the mentality, right? So because we've taken it away from everyone, it's fair? Does that make any sense? So no brothers in arms, that's gone. And the last thing I want to say, is that you can see here that these things here, these extra things, these are the seal clubbing. This is the seal clubbing category. The category which accelerates the losses for the beginners and accelerates the wins for the guys with the highly trained crews. Because now you're going to have, if someone has a really good commander here, he's going to have this extra 7.5% handling, right? Or if you do this one, right, the team spirit, if you chose 3 of these and you quickly do some spotting at the beginning of the game, then all of a sudden you're 7.5% better handling for the whole game. It's all of these in this category. Luckily, you can only choose 2 of them. This is the category that is going to accelerate the extreme results. You're going to get a game where you're going to have 1 or 2 or 3 players on the enemy team that have fantastic commanders that have an assortment of these things, and it's just going to accelerate the defeat. There's going to be more 2-3 minute games, guaranteed, guys. You're going to have wheeled vehicles racing around like lunatics with pedal to the metal and need for speed and smooth ride and active recon or quick start or Super Mario with a banana peel and accelerating and just... I don't know. I will reserve my final opinion until it comes out, and I'll play some games, and then I'll give you my real no bullshit reaction. But man, some of these skills are just... Some of them are interesting, and some of them are make sense, but some of them are just ridiculous. Like applied mechanics and applied medicine. Have some steroids. You're now faster. You can handle better. You can handle better when you're in a crowd. Just silly things that are just going to accelerate, make the game faster, make it more of a Mario Karts game. That's all I got, guys. You guys check out this website and see for yourself what some of the builds will be. There's going to be some interesting extreme builds. It's really going to favor people that have good commanders. So what does that tell you? 75-point commander is going to be the cat's meow in the game now, because you need a lot of points to unlock the seal clubbing skills on this side. And I guarantee you they're going to start selling 75-point commanders. That's my prediction. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope this kind of a rant, a little bit of a interactive video helped in your understanding of it. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Mario with the banana peel. No more cooldown. Run. Ooh, ha.